Well, talk to us about the John Molina fight. I mean, obviously it's right around the corner. I know you've done your homework.
I got... man, John Molina, I mean, he's a warrior. He got the right nickname. He's a warrior. He's a guy that can, I call him the, my nickname for him, he's a punching bag that can win.
Okay.
You know, he's a punching bag that hit back. He's a punching bag that got power. You know, you got these guys who can take a lot of punishment, but they can't give it. You know, he can take a lot of punishment and give it back. You know, he's a deadly fighter. If you're not on your P's and Q's, you know, it only take 1 second and that fight will be changed. So, you know, I'm definitely taking this fight serious, and I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready for whatever he brings to the table.
Do you throw out a fight where, you know, you have a mutual opponent in DeMarco, stopped him in, what, 44 seconds, you knocked out DeMarco. Do you throw that fight out?
No.
In his?
Because everybody like, oh man, Adrien demolished DeMarco. And DeMarco stopped John Molina. But I'm like, man, like, in that fight, you know, I don't even count that fight, honestly. I don't count that fight. You know, he got caught with a good shot. He got caught with a good shot. You know, to me, it was a very immature stoppage. You know, and I'm not saying that just because I'm trying to hype my fight up. I'm a boxer. I know boxing, and I'm just keeping it real. It was a very immature stoppage, and I don't know what would have happened if that fight would have went on. But you can't be judged off of that fight. You know, when John Molina's coming back and he's beating guys, you know, Danny Williams, Hank Lundy,
Mickey Bay.
You know, he's actually beating these prospects that's supposed to be huge in the game of boxing, and not only beating them, he's knocking them out. So you know, I won't ever judge a man off of his loss, ever.
How you characterize his performances in his last 2 fights? Obviously, he had the Matisse fight, but then to
honestly,
lose to Soto.
Honestly, I didn't see the Soto fight, and I really don't care to see that fight. But in that Matisse fight, like I said, he's definitely a punching bag that can give back punishment. You know, in that fight, he had a lot of chances to win, but Matisse weathered the storm. You know. And it was a great fight of the year to me. And he showed tremendous heart. You know, he showed he can hit. But you know,
you've been in a lot of big fights for you. You know, big world title fights and whatnot. Is it difficult to come back to a fight against a John Molina? Not that it's any less than some of those fights, but I mean, obviously there's no title on the line or anything like that. So
it's not difficult. You know, the only difficult part about it is, like, this is the most difficult part about it. What he can gain from this fight. You know, that's the only difficult part about it. You know, because Adrien is going to go out there and do what Adrien supposed to do, what I always do. And then after I do that, then everybody's like, hey, he did what he's supposed to do.
Right.
The only thing that can come out of this fight is a what if. What if John Molina really beat Adrien Broner? That's it. Everybody knows that Broner can beat Molina. Broner got what it takes to beat anybody. But what if John Molina really beat and defeat Adrien Broner?
Is that something that you have to really take into consideration when you're looking at opponents?
Nah, it's a risk, and it's a very high risk. You know, like I said, he's not just a walkover. he's gonna come to fight, and he's gonna try to overcome this obstacle, just like he did the Hank Lundy and Mickey Bays, you know. But at the end of the day, man, you know, like Meek Mill said, man, it's levels to this.